Are you ready for your first run of the day?
Yes, man. I've waited and waited.
Well, good morning, everybody. Got my toaster in here. Started having a little bit of a problem last night. I'm going to have to correct it, otherwise we're going to keep having a big problem. But I've not rewrote everything. We got 219 days until hashtag No Name Nationals and 52 days until Burnout Rivals, Cletus and Cars in Bradenton, Florida. But I don't have Addie with me today. I got basically absolutely nothing done yesterday. But I will tell y'all, from the bottom of my heart, I like that. I enjoyed that. I love being a dad. I love spending time with her, and her wanting to be here with me is the absolute apple of my eye right now. I've not watched today's video, but I did see that I think we lost power last night, and the video did not go up at 3 a.m. like we wanted it to. So it is in the process of uploading right now. So Matt did text me this morning and asked if we were going to upload. Yes, I'm not ruining that upload streak, but it's storming pretty bad, especially last night. Today's not as bad yet, but we got a lot of leaks, y'all. Like, I thought I fixed them. There's a reason I don't get paid to think. That's part of the reason why. Is because I thought I fixed it. Well, I did not fix it, okay? But the problem we have with the car here, let me get this earpiece out, hold on. I know as well as I know my name. Once I take this out, Dad's gonna call. But I bought an alternator for this off of the Rock Autos. And the alternator looks simple enough to get to, but it's not charging right. And the belt is slipping. So while it's raining up here, down here, whatever, it will start flashing the battery light at me, telling me that the alternator's not charging the battery like it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's not good, y'all. So when that was happening last night while it was pouring down rain at 11 something at night, my headlights kept going out. Wonderfully safe. So we need to dive into it, and we need to replace the alternator. But I also did the right thing, and I went and got me a belt, a new serpentine belt. Apparently it takes two different belts. One of them is just for the power steering, and one of them is for like the AC compressor and all that stuff. So we did the right thing. We got the one for the AC compressor and all. Hey, look, I got motor oil this time. But yeah, I can't see nothing, and I feel like it would be easier to do this on the lift, but I don't think we will. So let me get my flashlight and we'll see what we can figure out in a second. I said let's get the flashlight, but I'm going to open the package first. This thing better come with a magnet. I like the magnets. Yep, it does. Ha. That's a Jeep. Cool. We will put that up somewhere. What are you? My receipt? Oh, returns will be accepted until February 26th. Let's see. Okay. I guess this is a refurbished unit. Please call our ASE, certified technicians, for assistance with installation and troubleshooting. Okay. So, that's it. I mean, that doesn't look that bad. Huh. No, that's going to be a big pain in the butt. Wonderful! Let me get my stuff situated and we'll be right back. Alright, so I just about forgot rule number 1 when working on electronics. Disconnect your battery. And the way I remembered that is definitely the right way. Nope, just started sparking. But there's like a little retaining plastic piece that goes on this thing. That keeps the wire from rotating around and potentially breaking. You know, it's a good thing to have. Well, wouldn't you know it, the plastic piece is breaking on mine because this is probably the original alternator. Well, if it's not, it's pretty dang close. Let's go get some needle nose pliers so I can hold that thing up. Alright, when Daddy can't find his welding pliers, let him know that I use them. Should work. Hey, yeah, the best part about should is it never seems to for me. There we go. And this looks like the old school type of alternator on here, where the alternator is the thing that tensions the belt. It looks like, don't quote me on that. Y'all remember Kristoff from Frozen? I'm his cousin pissed off. Now I can't seem to find any damn thing. Can't find the battery for the Milwaukee cordless. It's not on the charger, it's not in the tool. I'm sure I overlooked it. But this thing, as y'all saw in the time lapse yesterday, the dash looks like a Christmas tree from all the codes on the dash. But just so you know, on these cars, if you have any form of a check engine light, it pops up all that. So it takes traction control off, vehicle stability control. It takes all that off just for any kind of check engine light. But I do believe I have a clogged catalytic converter on here, just like Stevens did. So that's part of my problem, but not all of the problem. There's a piece right here. It's a evap purge solenoid. She's clogged or something's wrong. That's a $100-some part, and I've already replaced it once, and it lasted about 3 minutes before it decided to crap out on me. But I know you just don't unplug. I know you gotta like squeeze or something. Again, I think this is gonna be easier to do on the lift. I've already started here. Don't forget, I've not had a lift very long. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's got a little tab. It's going to be toward the inside of the motor. It's supposed to have a tab. Yep. Frustration's already getting real, and I just started. Of course, everything's going to be in a tight spot. Found the battery. Just so everyone knows, to take the small bolt off of the alternator is a 10 millimeter, and would appear to take this alternator loose here is going to be a 12. Wouldn't you know, a deep well socket just ain't going to do it. Good news is I brought a shallow one too. You know, looking at it, yeah, it's going to be complicated as crap to get out of the top. I'm sure we can do it. What the hell are you? And why are you in the way? Just need you to be loose enough where you can rotate out of the way, please. I mean, if I can take you off, I probably would. There we go, that should be enough out of the way. Now, here's going to be the real hard part for me. There's another bolt down here, yeah, right there. I can probably get the deep well on it. Alright. I'm not going to get that thing in there. Yeah, I ain't gonna get to the front of it either. What are you? You are an AC line that is completely empty. Or a heater core line that's not empty. Yeah, it's bigger than a 12. Let's go get a 14. We got the long wrench now. God dang, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. bottom. Oh, we might have just got it. We got it. Almost lost my cool there. Now, to get it out. You're already broken up. I don't need you breaking anymore, please. wires are off. Got it. Now, get the new one in. It goes just like that. But let's work on getting the new belt on too. I'm gonna have to get back under it for that. And don't tell me I'm out of propane. So I felt like I was getting colder. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get back under it so I can route this belt right. Where'd I put the belt? There it is. Found it. Alright. So now, really, all that should be left. Let the car down, not on my foot. I have a feeling that would hurt just a tickle. We'll keep the jack there because I have a feeling I'm not done with it. Take that off. Now, goes just like that. Oop. Let's take this off. Okay. Now, just go to your home, please. Okay, there's that. Now, so we're gonna do it anyway. Let's see. Nope. It ain't starting, y'all. Alright, let's try. Well. I don't know why I thought that was going to work. But now the bolt started, so that's good. So, with that being said, alright, now we will go back and tighten it up. Oh, well, I might tighten it just a tickle too much. Yep, just a tickle too much, everybody. There you go. Alright, so that should allow me to Move this back to where it's supposed to be. Belt. There you are. So you were just like that. Need you to go around. Probably gonna have to get under it. Maybe not. Hopefully not. There we go. Okay. So there's that. Alright. That belt seems to be on correctly now. So we need to actually flashlight. There's that. I can start putting you on. Just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Dropped it. Party foul. Okay, that's the right one for the old one. Oh. Hey, I'm about to have a real good solution to this. We about to just send it down. But let's do this. Plug you in. Now let's get you back on. Back on like it's supposed to be. Now, that's a 12. So 10, a 12, and a 14 will do this. And just enough patience to get on my nerves. Alright, before we tighten that all the way down, since this acts as the tensioner, yeah, don't want to leave a can of WD-40 down there. That landed right on the header manifold, whatever you want to call it. Let's do this. We'll have to do that. But let's get a little bit closer to ran all the way down first. And then put this here. Ah! That just about hurt. There's that. know you're at 12. That should be it though. Belt seems to be real tight. Yep, it's around the crank and it's around the AC compressor. And yeah, that should be it, everybody. We can reconnect the battery, and we'll see what happens. I mean, and if it still has problems, that tells me my alternator was not bad. I think it's a 10 for this. Yeah. You don't always have to use power tools, but yep, that ain't going anywhere. Alright, will it start? Well, that seemed to fix the belt squealing issue. And hopefully that fixed my alternator issue too. But I think we're going to have to do something about that. Where's my flashlight? Well, we don't have to do anything about it. It's been like that since I had it. Yeah, it's got a broken bolt in it. So, just go back like you were. Yeah, somebody said that someone tapped with the front end of somebody. Yeah, now all this crinkled up like that, yeah, that ain't a tap. But now that should fix it. I need to figure out where all these things are running for like this evap stuff. Figure it out. See what needs to be done to fix all that. I think I need a new canister, a charcoal canister, whatever it's called. Again, not a cheap endeavor. And what makes me think it's that is whenever I go to fill the car up, I have to fill it up really slow. As in it takes me like 20 minutes to fill up 11 gallons because you got to go so slow. But yeah, we ain't gonna worry about that right now. Yeah, it's got check engine light and all that, but it's not affecting driving. It has a little sputter whenever you first go to tap the gas because it is a 5-speed. But I do feel a little bit better than I was. Took some NyQuil last night and some Dayquil today. Probably gonna take some more Dayquil whenever I go in the office there. But I'm gonna turn that propane heater off and try to prolong my propane as long as I can. But remember, everybody, 1,440 minutes in a day.
Hello, everyone. Today's Wednesday afternoon. We got a mess here. The roof still's messing up, so I'm not gonna mess in the big off ice today. Randy worked on the vehicle today and got his alternator on and got it going good. I hope it does good so you don't have to jump it off anymore. And I believe what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go in here. You know, I worked on the oil burner and tried something different. And what I was aiming to do is when I wanted the fire to go down into the rotors and come out the sides or the holes where the studs are, or around the, I guess they're holes to let air in there to cool the brakes down. But what I want to do is I want the fire to go down there and come back up and go out it instead of coming back right straight back up. So I'm going to go out there and the dog dish bowl does leak, but I'm going to go back in there and use it. But I'm going to try something. I got another little idea in my head. But I am going to go out there and see if I can fire that oil burner up. It's cold, and that is pretty instant heat once that oil starts burning. So I was just going to play with it a little bit and get it going back there. And I'm going to straighten up the shop in here. I'm going to get all this back to where it's supposed to be and put the tools up. Because like I said, after Randy got done with the car, everything, he had to go on to work. So I'm going to straighten up the shop here and get everything back organized and work on that oil burner, and that's pretty much going to be it. I got a lot to do, but I can't stand this weather. Just gets me down. So we'll get it going. This weather will pass just like everything else, and I think it's supposed to be a little warmer tomorrow, but still rain. But anyway, you know, it's one leads to the other, so we'll all be all right. And like I said, I didn't say, but I'm fixing to. 219 days to No Name Nationals. 52. I told Joe yesterday it just didn't look right to me, but I wasn't questioning. I told Randy that it just didn't look right to double check it. And when everything got erased, he just wrote 6 instead of 5, so it's all good. 52 days to burn out rivals at the Freedom Factory. And again, I still haven't heard anything. And like I said, we've got things we got to do. I got to find steel wheels for the back of the cars because that was in one of the rules. It's got to have steel wheels, and it's got to have a battery cutoff. And I understand I'd actually put a battery cutoff on Fireball, and somehow or another something happened and it shorted out or something where I had put it. So I just took it off and wired the battery back up. But it was under the hood, so you know, you'd have to pop the hood to get it, and it has to, I think the rule says it has to be visible and labeled so that if anything happens, the rescue people can turn the battery off. And and again, I'm wanting to go ahead and relocate my battery to the back of the car to get it out from under the hood, and that way the cutoff and everything will be on the back of the car. But, you know, we're messing around here, and we only got a certain amount of time with us together working, and you know, the days are getting longer, but it's still cold. We get this month out of the way, and I just believe March, April, and so forth will be a lot better. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get on this right here, and we do have plans, and they are starting to come together. We just take through mine and Randy's entire life. It's just every time we get 2 or 3 steps ahead, something knocks us back. So, you know, what don't kill you make you stronger. So we are pretty strong, I can tell you that. But anyway, like I said, we're going to get on this right here and get things to going. I'll be with you in just a minute. Thank you. All right, I come out here and I messed around a little bit and changed some different configurations and everything, and I decided to go back the way I had it originally because it was working, and I don't have a lot of time. So I still got an idea of what I want, and this ain't it, but I know this works. So I got it turned on. Let's see if you might can see it. It definitely get hot now. Yeah, it's already getting the top hot, and I just lit it. And well, I lit it, made sure my oil flow was going good, and walked in there and got the camera. So it won't take long. I'm gonna go ahead and plug the other fan up so it start blowing the heat out, and I'm gonna let it get a little bit warm. But like I said, it's really, I'd like to be able to leave it on long enough I can open doors, let the heat get in there, and that's eventually what I'll end up doing. But really, I'm just turning it on to have a little heat because it got cold, and I just put a little heat in here so I feel a little better, and I got it back the way it was at least working. But I'll be right back with you in just a minute. I didn't tell y'all a minute ago, but I wiped everything off of the whiteboard and wrote it back up there like I normally do it. It bothers me to erase what baby girl put on there, but I told Randy, I said, you know, when she comes to shop, she really enjoys writing on that whiteboard. We need to get her one. And when I bought that one, I bought two. I bought one for the office, and but the one for the office in there has a whiteboard on one side and that cork on the other side, so we can pin up, you know, our business cards and stuff like that. You know, anything that we need to remember, we can put it over and, you know, stick a piece of paper over and stick it up there. And really not that expensive, so I told him, I said, we're going to just have to get her one, and it'll be just hers when she comes here to the shop, and she can play on it and everything all she wants. So it does bother me to erase what she puts and everything, because it just reminds me, it kind of gives a lift up spirit. But I did erase it, and I put my stuff on there, and we'll do that daily. But I'm going to try before she comes back, we'll have another one. Either Randy will go online and order one, or I'll go back down here. I think that can come from Hobby Lobby or something. Maybe on some of our running this weekend, maybe we'll shoot by a place or something and pick one up. Or like I said, Randy might order one. I don't know, but we're gonna get her one so she'll have something to play with. I mean, we got a bunch of stuff for her to play with here. We got her toys here, but you know, being that Daddy and Papa was using the whiteboard, she likes to do it too. So we're gonna get her own. That way, she's got something she can do while she's here. But I'm gonna get to cleaning up this mess and maybe straighten it back up a little bit so we can walk without having to walk around everything. Right now, I'm having to walk around a bunch of leaks. We've had a lot of rain, and like I said, we had slowed the leaks down and everything, but what we done, it was just trial and error. So it worked for a while, and it held it back, but I guess that it didn't last, and I was afraid it wouldn't, but it worked at that point. So we'll either throw some rubber sealant up there, or if things have kind of turned the corner just a little bit, when springtime hits, we're just going to order more tin and just go up there and put the tin on. So if we can just make it, like I said, every time I talk, it's like, you know, if we can just get through this month, or we just get through this week, or it's always I'm reaching out or chasing that carrot. But I just feel like we get away from this cold weather, things will be better for about everything we do. I'm not a cold weather person. I do not like cold weather. So we'll see. I'm gonna get to cleaning this mess up. I'm gonna check on that other heater right quick. I don't want it to run away from me, because you know that oil heat, burning that waste oil, that'll get away from it if you ain't careful. So anyway, I'm gonna get started cleaning all this mess up. Yeah, I turned around there and opened that door, and yeah, the old chimney had already started glowing red, so I had turned the oil down just a little bit, and you can definitely feel the heat, so I'm gonna just leave that door open and see if maybe some of that heat will come in here, and I'll have to watch it, because if I can't control it no better than that, I'll have to shut the oil off and let it burn back down. It looks like to me I turned the oil down a little bit in the chimney. I'll turn you around here instead of just sitting here talking. You can see, I don't know if you can see it good, but right here, it's just glowing red. You can see where the flame's coming up. So I think what it is also when I had tried it yesterday, it had gotten some oil in the bottom, so it's burning all that oil off. So I've got it turned down a little bit, so maybe it'll burn all that other excess oil off. And then, like I said, much more, and I'll have to turn the oil all the way off because I don't want it to keep going up that way. Yeah, I believe I'm gonna turn it down before I end up having too much of a fire here. It's starting. Way too much. I'll be right back with you.
Quarter-inch rounds, solids, whatever. And here's something I built. I seen it. I had to.
All right, I turned the fan off of it because it was getting too. It's starting to scare me. The red just kept going up that chimney. So I'm gonna let it die down. I've got the oil off of it and the fan off. It's the way I need it, but that other excess oil that's in the bottom has gotten way too hot. So I'm gonna have to let it die down some. It's definitely too hot. Like I said, that's why I was wanting the instead of the dog food, the dog bowl sitting on top and it just coming up. That's why I wanted the disc on top of it. I think that's what I'm doing wrong. If I could have got it doing like this with the disc on top of it, it wouldn't be putting so much heat. When I say heat, straight up the pipe, and that's what was getting hot. The stove itself getting hot don't bother me. It's the pipe going up. That's what bothers me because the stove getting hot, there's nothing around there that's going, it's going to hurt it. But when that pipe starts getting hot going up to the top, I'm scared it might catch the roof on fire or something. But I'll keep thinking. There's some fire brick up there that was for that other heater. I may put it in there and then do my little contraption and find something that another dog bowl that'll set down into it like I wanted to do. But hey, I can get some heat in here now. I know that. I'll just keep my eye on it because I see now it's. I let it die down, and then like I said, the dog bowl, dog dish, whatever you want to call it, it was pretty red. So when I introduced more oil to it, it started the combustion again. So I've got it turned down, so it's nothing like it was. But I'm gonna keep cleaning up, and I'll just keep my eye on it. Living a dream up there, explaining how he got started and what everything. Yeah. Here's that belt. I don't know if Randy showed it to y'all or not, but it'd seen its better days. I see now why it wasn't doing good. And if I heard him right, that's supposed to be a four rib, and it's only 3. Well, there's 4 there. Most of the fourth one's eat up. So that was part of his problem. I know that.
One day I'm going to get one. And I got one. Yeah, this is pretty much one. We got 3,500. I was and we all work on floors in our floors. The shop still going on for us. This side of the shop is Over on the back over here this is, and I'm not boasting or anything. This is where I'm at. I wanted to do this. I tried to have the last 55. I tried to have the last.
Just let you know,
7 or 8 years.
I understand what he's saying. You live all your life to try to get something. You're not trying to brag or anything. It's just your dream that you're wanting. And I respect the man for doing what he loves to do. That's what Randy and I is trying to do right here. That's the way I feel too, because like I said, I always had responsibilities and everything, and all 3 of my kids now are above 18. All 3, my youngest one he is in college and he's got a good job. They're paying for his college and everything, so he's got his good foot started. My middle boy's over at Tractor Supplies, a receiving manager. He's doing good for himself. And then you see what Randy's got going on here, so and that's why, just like he's saying, take care of your responsibilities first. Well, most of mine is up to the age now they can kind of take care of themselves. If they need me, I'll be there. But I believe it's time for me now. I've put off and put off. At 56, it's time to start looking over the hill and start trying to figure out something else. And that's what I'm doing. Growing up, listening to him talk and everything, and growing up, we didn't have a lot of money to do things, and I was told I could play football or baseball or whatever I wanted to do in high school, but I had to find a way to get there, because if I was going to get my license, I had to pay for it. I had to pay for my truck. I had to pay for my insurance, So in order to do all that, I was going to have to go to work. So if I could figure it out, I could do it, but I was going to pay my way, and I did. So I was always had a back in the back of my mind, I kind of was bitter towards my parents, because I wanted to do other things. Now, the way they raised me, I believe that's why I'm the way I am today, as far as, I've always made sure everybody else was took care of and everything, and that's why I say it's my turn now. But at the same time, I was kind of irritated at them, but now that I am on this side of it, I realize there comes a time when, if you've got a 30-year mortgage, or you've got a 6-7-year-old loan on your car, there comes a time when all that matures around and you got yourself set where you don't have to have that new car anymore. You're happy with driving what you got, and your house has got a lot of equity in it now, and you've kind of turned the curve where your money and your life that you have started building is working for you, and that's kind of where things has gotten with me. So I'm looking back, that's kind of where it was with my parents, because I said, when I left, Mom and Daddy started living life. They started running a race car, and they started really enjoying life, so I must have really been costing them. Well, I see that things just started falling in place, and because of my hostility and because of my mom and them's hostility, and all of us are very, very hard-headed. So we went years without speaking, and they lived a lot different life than they did when I lived there. But I do see now that it had a lot to do with things just fell in place, and just happened to be right before they fell in place is when I moved out. So And it is what it is. So I hold no hard feelings towards anybody, and I hope they don't hold hard feelings towards me. We all live and learn, and I understand. But he's got a lot. Him sitting there talking really makes me think. I'll be glad to meet him too. This is our stuff. He's being honest. I was going to say, they didn't send those magnets or stickers, but they did. They sent one. He didn't leave me no chicken. That turd. I got to clean up after him and didn't even leave me no chicken. Amazing how dirty you can get a table. Running out of propane here.
What's been on here? Woo. For 60. But this is part of the program.
Just fixed it. That's why we got places for everything.
specific tool or something like that, it's, then I'm asking. Said I don't like, I'm not knocking specific anybody, but they didn't. It's not the route. It's definitely not the easiest way.
Did y'all see where that other pick? Oh, there it is. Just, never mind. Try that again. Okay, I think we can. A lot of this up here has got to go to the dump. I'm just gonna let the propane run on out. That heater in there, I turned the oil off on it, so because I'm fixing to shut it down and do my debriefing, check the thing, and do my editing on the videos. I'll be right back with you. Okay, I'm gonna draw it to an end here and go ahead and do my debriefing and edit this video. I apologize for last night. I had everything ready. I set it and it was on 7% when I left to upload. And evidently we lost power after I left or something. And when Randy came in today, the computer was shut down, and it made it up to, I think Randy said 74% or something like that. So I kept telling Randy, and I'm sure it's something I'd done, but luckily it was nothing I'd done. It just evidently we lost power or something, and it shut the computer down and wouldn't let it upload. But Randy got it this morning, and I think the views are down on it because it didn't go up like it normally does. So for anybody that hung around and watched it later, thank you, or sees this one and understand, we still, it was uploaded today, so we still have done one every day since the last of December, I believe. So we're going to try that and try to keep it going. It's going we may have to count a live in or something this weekend because we are going up to Metal Art Customs to do the live there. And then of course we'll do the live with him and have ours live also. And then on our way home, if everything works right, we're going to swing by Crown Vic and be part of his firing that engine up for the first time, and that's going to be awesome. He's worked hard on it. He's put a lot of money, and I think all of his grandkids has done something, and Grandma Vic too. I don't want to leave her out. They've all worked on the engine, had a hand in some part of that engine and making it going, and if that's not a family affair, I don't know what is. To have everybody come in and do something to part of that engine and to hear it fire off for the first time, that's going to be awesome. And they'll have those stories to tell for years to come. And it's kind of funny that what Crown Vic, he says, I call him Crown Vic, his name's Hugh, but what he says about the internet and people being able to see it after we are long gone, that's what I was telling Randy why I wanted to start it. And now I've laid off a lot of the stories. I'll stick one in here and there, you know, but I'm trying to aim more on getting monetized right now, and I'm not giving up on it because I still, when we're able to have time and do things and have more, get it, the structural going a little bit better, I do want to have, like I told y'all, Motor Monday for Randy doing the motors, and I'm hoping I'm part of that too. I want to have story time, and Randy and I had a conversation last night. Something's been on his mind, and he can't figure out why. And I told him, I said, maybe, you know, things happen for a reason, and maybe it's because somebody on that side of the camera needs to hear what you got to say. Maybe you're put here. Everything to me happens for a reason. I don't think of a lot of luck. There's a reason why things are happening the way they do. Yeah, I say people get lucky and they got a horseshoe up the butt and stuff like that, and it does feel that way. I don't know what has happened for Randy and I to have a lot of the bad luck we have, but and I say that in joking because we do have good lives. We've got our health. We eat good. There's nothing tragic around us. You know, we have little stuff that happens, and it feels so big to us, but there's a lot more people out there with tragedy they live with every day, and they probably would love to have the life we're having and having the bad times we're having. So, and I've told him, you know, that's on your mind because it might be time for him to sit here and talk to you guys instead of coming in here trying to get something done. Maybe he needs to just sit down and tell a story that's in his mind, allegedly, or something's on whatever's on his mind. He needs to get it out and get it out in the open. Because like I said, there's probably somebody on the other side of this camera that needs to hear what he's got to say. I had an uncle that I didn't see him a lot, and me and my real father had not seen each other in a while. And like I said, if you hear me talking, I've got a daddy and I had a father. And my father, which birthed me, he was not in the picture a lot, but my daddy was, you know, always there from age 4 on up. But anyway, me and my father hadn't seen each other in years, and anyway, my uncle had, I run into him or something, I forget exactly how it come about, but anyway, he told me, or sent word to me or something, somebody had seen me or something. Anyway, they got talking and told me that my father was looking for me. And I want you to know it wasn't long. I'm talking about like a week after me and my father got touched back and got in touch with each other, he passed away. And I feel that he had fulfilled his destiny on this earth, and he had passed the message on to me and got me to talk to my real father again, and we got, you know, and he had completed his task here. We all got tasks, I feel, and when you complete your task, it's time for you to move on. And we all got our beliefs, whether you believe in heaven or hell or whatever, but when you pass on, you go on to whatever it is that that is after this life. And nobody really knows until they get there. So all we got to do is believe. But I believe he filled his destiny on this earth, and it was time for him to go. And I think part of it was getting me back with my real father. And like I said, so things out there, and I'll say things in these briefings, and as I'm talking, that maybe I want Randy to hear when he watches it or something like that. And you know, maybe I want people to understand how I look at things or something. You know, I'll say things, and I do it at work too. And I try to do it a lot of times picking around, but at the same time, I want somebody to understand, you know, what was just done bothered me, and I would like for it to change. But anyway, I'm going to ramble on here, and let me just get on this debriefing. But what I'm trying to say is I would like to keep on and put some of our stories out there, like Crown Vic was talking about, and for the family members, the grandkids, and the great-grandkids that can come along and the ones that we will never meet, as long as this internet is out here, they can say that is who started this, or that we did this together. I remember when, you know, I like I said, I got stories of family members, and you know, we did this, and I can't believe we did that, and we pulled this off and stuff like that. And that's the things I want to get out and about, and that's what Hugh's trying to say. He's doing it for his grandkids, and I do understand it. And I think that's why when they stepped out of the vehicle today, they came here. It was like we knew them for years. Where we think, as different as we are, we think a lot the same. And I think that's why between Crown Vic and Grandma Vic, we sit here and talk for hours. And we're doing a YouTube thing, and every one of us sat right there and forgot to record it. That's how, when he stepped out the vehicle and him and her walked over to us, and we met for the first time, it was like we had known each other for years. And we sat right outside that door and talked, and and like I said, it was unreal. So those two will always have a place in my heart, and I'll be glad to do everything I can to make it there for him to do that startup. And we do have other plans for the rest of the year. Once he gets the motor in the car and everything gets it going, if everything goes right, all three of us are going to No Name Nationals. I think we've all paid our money. We're going one way or the other, but that was part of the big plan that I feel like is coming together. So, but anyway, and speaking of No Name Nationals, there's 219 days to No Name Nationals, 52 days to Burnout Rivals at the Freedom Factory. I was telling Randy, I think we've missed a lot of a few. Here it is February. I think we've missed a few events, one or two at Caraway, and then there's been some at Piedmont. But now we've been busy. You know, it's not like we're just forgetting about it. We got a few more things to do. I can't wait to get my car out there with the handbrake in it and the rear brakes deleted off the foot. And I need to get the oil cooler on there to save the transmission, and hopefully it'll cool the engine down a little bit. So I'm chomping at a bit, and I'll tell you again, just like I said earlier in the videos, just the warm weather is what I need. It's lucky Randy's got this place, because I'll be honest with you, I would probably head towards Florida where it's warmer year round, or you know, at least, yes, they get cold, but they may have to wear a long sleeve, and you know, I got to wear, you know, 2 coats or something. And but so if it wasn't probably because we had started this and had our roots in pretty hard, I'm not one to be moving a lot. I'm pretty well stayed home and everything, but if it wasn't for that, I'd be going to where it's warm a lot more than what we got here. But anyway, like I said, 52 days to the Burnout Rivals. I did work on the oil burner. I about got out of hand, but that is me learning it too. You know, just like I said, I did have it going at the house, but it was on a smaller line, and it would burn good and hot for a short period of time, and then it would just, no, I couldn't keep it enough oil to going to keep it, you know, so that's why I went to a bigger line. And now that I got it here, it would definitely run away from a person if they're not careful. So I did work on that. I did straighten up the shop. I didn't do a lot, but I put the tools up, put the table up. Before I leave, I'll move the heater kind of out of the way in case we do need to pull something in, or you know, something like that. But this wet weather just really, and cold weather really bothers everybody. But anyway, I'm going to end it here, and I'm going to go on there and work on the videos. And I'm about sure Metal Art Customs has something for tonight. He usually does it nightly, so I'll be getting on it and trying to I don't like getting on it and switching back and forth while I'm trying to do the my video, because I can't really concentrate on what he's saying or what he's. I'm watching the video, but at the same time I'm trying to interact with the people that's in the live itself. So anyway, let me get on in there and do that. Like I said, let me point this out. I'll get my pen. I don't know why this is something in my hand, but 1,440 minutes in a day. Don't let nobody ruin them. They're your minutes. You can spend them how you want. Do you want to spend them with your lip all bowed out, pissed off at the world, or do you want to try to smile and make every minute count? Live that minute like it's your last, because it could be. Just enjoy life. If you're not on your projects, get out there and get on them. Do whatever makes you happy, because nobody else is going to. You have control over yourself. Don't let people rent space in your head. And I'm working on that too, so don't think I'm perfect and I'm trying to tell you something that I work on it every single day. So don't give up, keep digging, and make yourself happy. Remember, like, subscribe, and comment. We love to hear from you. And please, go down into the description and check out the people we tag down there, and go check out their channel. We're all doing the same thing, in the same line of work, but we're all doing it different. We all got different things to say, and I'm hoping we're creating this big YouTube family. That's what I'm shooting for. So anyway, here we go. Thank you.